The speaker indicates himself as a subject with the pronoun I or as an object with the pronoun me. The speaker indicates the people to include the speaker as subject with the pronoun we or as object with the pronoun us. We can say the fact that the speaker himself is our spiritual father, the one, and we are allowed to speak as the delegate of him. This is about the speaker himself, who is revealed in a statement with the first person narrative. The speaker who is aware of the propagation of the clauses shared within the conversation considers that the listeners are always plural. The speaker indicates the listeners as subject and object with the pronoun you. The personal pronoun to indicate the listeners is constant, whether the listeners are the subject or object in the statement. The listeners are indicated by the personal pronoun you. The personal pronoun you is applied to indicate the plural listeners even when the speaker conveys the statement to the only listener, because the statement that is conveyed to the listener is going to spread to the other listeners. After the conversation is finished, the statement that is conveyed to the only listener can be leaked out of the conversation to unexpected listeners. This phenomenon can be understood from the viewpoint that the range of the clause to be propagated extends to every listener. The range of the listeners as the subject and the object of a description is overlapped as the same ones. So the pronoun you to indicate the listeners as subject or object is the same. Any part of the only group to assemble every listener is the same. So the listeners who start the definition of the verb or preposition as the subject and finish the relationship with the subject as the object are the same. The personal pronoun you is applied to indicate the listeners as the subject and object because the range of the listeners is the only one as everyone in the world. So the speaker who indicates the listeners as the subject are the same as the listeners as the object. The speaker indicates a male as a subject with the pronoun he, a female as a subject with the pronoun she who do not participate in the conversation, and a thing as a subject with the pronoun it, which does not participate in the conversation. The speaker indicates a male as an object with the pronoun him, a female as an object with the pronoun her, who do not participate in the conversation, and a thing as an object with the pronoun it, which does not participate in the conversation. The pronoun it indicates a thing which does not participate in the conversation with the speaker. The thing indicated by the pronoun it shares the similarity that the participant in the conversation cannot understand the spontaneity of the thing to be the subject or the object. The only spontaneity as a reason of an existence is in the love of the one. For example, the division of a cell can be indicated by the pronoun it. Each procedure of the division is a way, rather than a reason. The one brings us to a subject or an object and allows us to understand the subject or object as a procedure to get closer to the castle of the truth in the one based on the love of the one. The consideration about the cause and effect in the fact that a thing can be a subject or an object to give or receive the definition of the transitive verb or preposition is parallel to the consideration about the spontaneity of the subject or object. So the speaker indicates the group of the things as a subject or an object with the same pronoun it. In the perspective of the speaker, the thing as a subject or as an object is the same. As a part of an entity that shares the same trait that is not a person. The speaker indicates the people or the things that do not participate in the conversation with the speaker as subjects with a personal pronoun they, or as objects with a personal pronoun them. The speaker also can indicate the subject or object that do not participate in the conversation distinctively with a personal pronoun they or them.